How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here, as we are reacting to another episode of Charmed, episode 18 of season 2. A couple of more weeks to go, and then I'm moving on to season 3. It's gone by too fast. Granted, I've had, well, I will have had 11 weeks to cover season 2 of Charmed, with me doing double duty per week, but it's still really, really crazy with the fact that we are now like a few episodes away, and it's been a really, really interesting season, so I am excited to see how we do conclude things overall as we do approach the ending. So why don't we get into episode 18 of season 2 for Charmed, see what shenanigans is about to happen in this episode. So that said, let's go.
Home Alone, and I think a more appropriate title for that photo would be Witch with a Severe Case of the Guilt. And he was a nice guy who did nothing wrong, and
Piper,
you had to
end the relationship, right? Your heart wasn't in it, and it was the only way not to break his.
I mean,
I know, I just
it
feel
was
like Dave got
the
short
best
end
of
of the
a sticky situation.
There's so many ways that I can go with that, but I think I'll just...
thank you.
And then there were two.
Ow! 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 You okay? Oh,
Everything's okay.
All right. Who took my look?
Yeah, a lot happened in 10 seconds.
That has traveled near. I call on you to disappear. Elementals,
That
hear
is
my
Robert.
call.
Yeah.
Remove this creature from these walls.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's all part of the show, sir. I cannot believe that just worked. It seemed too easy.
But was he talking about the movie?
You're getting way
I'm
too
kidding.
tough for these. My curiosity gets piqued.
Yeah, well, the house is a mess again. I mean, how come we can't fight the demon of cleanliness or the demon of housekeeping or even that really big bald guy, Mr. Clean? I would so totally
Oh
do
my
that.
god, Mr.
I
Clean,
don't
no.
get is the
Nightmare
order of
fuel.
things.
Nightmare
Don't we
fuel.
usually start someplace dark and dreary?
Pardon me? Oh, I hope you don't mind. I got the munchies.
Thank you.
There's no salt. Could you ask that table for theirs?
Sure.
Oh no, is Dan gonna be there?
Can we borrow your salt?
Yeah.
Leo.
It had to be awkward.
Piper.
Oh.
Hi, Dan.
If we can't have a normal date, can we at least have a normal exit?
Enough with
Yeah.
disappearing guy stuff.
People are still gonna be
Oh.
questioning shit, but...
Now, not tomorrow, not ever. Digital is for amateurs. Careful, dear, your true colors are showing.
Jeez, what's
Why don't you
this?
do something useful and get me some tea?
What a dick!
Why can't a guy like that exist in my reality?
Oh...
Here I am talking about the
Close
shortage of
enough.
perfect men, and in orbs yours.
I found one of the good guys.
Fortunately, I'm here to talk about the bad guys.
No shortage of those.
Yeah, they sent for me last night so I could warn you.
Okay.
Sally Mae, where are you? It's getting dark.
Oh.
Hey, I thought you said you weren't gonna cause any more. Shut up.
Hey!
Oh no. So these characters are coming to life?
My God.
Basically?
I think he's looking at me.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for the inspiration, sport.
Okay, so this is weird. This is really, really weird. And complicated now, because
So what?
the perfect guy exists, I guess.
Well, first, where's
did-
the music?
Of
Music.
God's sake.
What music?
This is around the second act, right? When everything's about to be explained? Where's the music we're supposed to talk over to build suspense and hide the exposition? Don't you just hate exposition?
You said that he did
You fourth
something
wall.
and good for you? No. Oof. Well, when it would be good for you, exactly.
Now.
Oh.
Little late, don't you think? I can see you moving.
Bit stalkerish.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's make your PG lives rated R. Who needs violence when you can make it yourself?
Yeah, this 4D situation is insane. We've come a long way.
You make me feel like a kid again. I mean, I must have seen you, well, the movie
Oh, look at him.
1,000 times.
Can't wipe the smile off his face. Dreams become a reality. And so did Billy. Oh!
I almost forgot.
Relax, Bonder. Choose which one you'd like.
Maybe you'd like to be quiet while I see if I can save these things.
He's really pissing me off.
Not really a good time.
Okay, I really need to demonstrate something for you.
Demonstrate,
Okay,
love it.
Now that would make me appreciate your work even more. But now it is so hard for me to even look at your pictures because I think of the man who took them. And it is devastating to me to realize that the brilliance of your eye is completely destroyed by the ignorance of your mouth.
Oh, shoot.
See, that's the thing about
Getting in my way. Don't stab her all in one place.
Shit.
Okay, that didn't work, but my legs still do. Okay, let's go.
Oh, that was an antique.
Wow.
He's very sensitive about the language.
Think of the children. Oh! Piper.
Phoebe, does this guy look familiar to you?
Oh no. We're gonna see her shadow. There we are. Dun, 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 dun.
He was electrocuted, so go tell Billy and
See the slash, he'll just stick his finger in a socket, sure.
Could work.
Hi. Hi. Oh, okay, get her. Get her.
we have got to do something about that.
I was gonna say, like, Pro could be really, really handy in this scenario, but then again,
It's okay. The man is here to save
oh,
the
for
day.
fuck's sake.
Billy, it's the 21st century. It's the woman's job to save the
Yeah, yeah. Oh!
Tonight show will be his final performance. We can't kill him in our world, so we'll have to do it in his.
You mean go into the movie?
They're gonna go into the
You know
movies?
how to spell for that? I could probably whip up a potion or
Oh,
something.
what?
How about two? One to make sure we can get in, and one to make sure we
Yeah.
Phoebe's Pharmaceuticals.
And now for the violent climax.
Oh, goodness. Oh!
Oh, you need to get away. He's under a spell.
Yeah.
Piper behind you.
Just paralleling, nice.
All right. Deep down, I know that you're.
We're out of time.
Prue?
Credits could be like 5
Get out of
minutes.
there quick.
Oh.
Prue, why is it getting dark? Prue?
Oh, no. 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 Wait, isn't that fast forward? Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Get out of there quick.
How does it feel to finally know someone you can't defeat?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh. Oops.
You know, if you leave a subject under the light for too long, it burns.
Ah, nice how she utilized that lesson to... Oh my goodness. Kind of a grim way to go, right?
Now all you have to do is hold out for one that's three-dimensional.
Oh. You know, this is the sad part in movies or shows with the goodbye and all of that, and it's like... Embrace the quirks. Oh! Oh no, oh no, oh... What?
Anybody,
Oh!
And I think you're swell, Sally Mae.
Kind of kicks you in the stomach, doesn't it? Oh, poor Phoebe. That should have been me. I get it. Amy Pond. Could have been me. No, in all seriousness, that, you know, it kind of reminded me of a Supernatural episode that I watched a few weeks ago. It was, what was it, episode 5 of season 4? I think it was, yeah. Because of well, I guess with the fact that, I mean, it's kind of minor spoilers. Nothing really too significant. But you had that shifter change into established characters. And in this, you had characters come to life. But they both resembled the horror genre. So, yeah. I don't know. It just struck me, like, midway through. Like, when you had Bloody Mary come about as well. And you were like... This kind of feels familiar in a sense. And it's only because it was recent as well, so... Yeah, but... It had a lot of enjoyability, and a little bit of that quirkiness. Mixed in with the awkward, with the... Look, I said it before, I will say it again. I love Leo and Piper so much. But poor Dan. So yeah, this was a nice little fun episode that had some very, very interesting moments, whether it be breaking the realms of the meta or if it was, you know, focused on Phoebe and Billy. That was really, really nice to see. And as well as the idea of, I guess, illusions in general, because it wasn't just... having a fictional character breach into the real world, I guess. But also you had Prue and I guess the whole never meet your hero shtick. And I would even say with Dan, there was of course that comment in the end where he was talking about he had that hope in regards to him and Piper being a thing. So, and once again, and it was just not meant to be. It was just a nice fantasy that Dan had in his head. So yeah, and like I said, I just feel so bad for the guy. I mean, like I said, he's a these last few episodes have been a real punch bag, and you know, I can actually see Dan departing because I think it would hurt too much unless something does happen to Leo, touch wood. I think, and even then, I think it would just be too much. So, yeah, I just feel so bad for Dan at the end of the day. But it was just really, really great stuff, this episode. There was a lot of fun, quirky moments, and I do love the idea of these monsters breaching into the real world, I guess. Or, yeah, these monsters you see on, you know, movies, etc. Yeah, it was kind of fun to see. It's, you know, a good thing that we didn't bring your Freddy Krueger, Jason, or whatever, because not only does, I guess, the tone of those movies differ to Charmed, but that would that would be a real horror show, wouldn't it? So, but I just really love the whole idea of you got these monsters, you got this chase sequence. You had Piper in the shower with Bloody Mary after her and Prue after she followed in. So yeah, but just the vibe itself was just really fun and quirky. It wasn't anything too serious or like it had you on the edge of your seat or like asking if they're gonna survive or not. There was a real fun ambience about it. So yeah, but I just really loved it. So yeah. It was really great stuff to see Prue stand out in this episode. Like she had an idol, she had someone who was an inspiration to her, and he was just a complete asshole. So I was really great. I was really grateful with Prue being able to stand up against him, not just in terms of that speech, but also taking that picture, which he wasn't, which Finley wasn't really too pleased about, but that'll serve him right. So yeah, he had such an ego about him, but I said, I guess that fits into the whole theme of illusions. Like there was this whole illusion of I've been inspired by him, and this is going to be a great opportunity, and he was just a pain, he was just a nightmare. So and that's, I guess, sometimes the case with your heroes and all of that. Sometimes they can just be real pains in the ass. So yeah, but like I said, it was really great to have Prue stand up against him and basically tore him apart, rightfully so, because he was just the worst. So yeah. But that was really fun stuff. I really loved, like I said, the Phoebe and Billy moments, especially with Billy, not just being a great person overall. That really added a layer of, I guess, happiness with Phoebe. She idolized, I guess she did idolize him so much. He was the perfect guy. And what I do really like about the idea that Billy, it wasn't a scene, it wasn't something that was replicating Prue's story, should I say, but I think we've all, well, I don't know about all, but I think a lot of us have been in the position where we have this affection for a fictional character and they just make our hearts melt. So yeah, or like, not even that, not even something from a movie or a TV show, maybe a game like The Sims or whatever. You create your own paradise and all of that. So, and it's there's an element of affection there for something fictional that really hits your heart so much. So yeah, like I will even say, for me, Amy Pond, Doctor Who. So yeah, that's always been a constant for me. So but you've got a lot of people, they have their fictional crushes when it comes to a show, to a movie, etc. And there is this idea of this character coming to life, and it's almost like a paradise in a sense in terms of their attitude, because they are, I guess, the traits that you want from a person, really, etc. They are really nice. They are really affectionate, and they make you happy. So I do really love the idea that you can have, we had Phoebe have a situation where she fell for a character, and they didn't what's the word I'm looking for? They didn't ruin that kind of perception because of the fact that that character was fictional. It was matching Phoebe's it was matching her expectations, basically. So yeah, but it was really, really nice. So, yeah, and I'm also glad that it didn't end on a tragic note or whatever, like he died or whatever. Billy essentially had plot armor. Like, literally, because of the fact that he should have died, he didn't, because of the fact that he wasn't real, so he couldn't, unless he died in a similar vein to how he would in the movies. Yeah, he didn't really have that weakness there, so... But I also really loved that as well, how, you had your characters who basically died the same way, or a similar way that they did in the movies or whatever they started. So it was really, really great stuff. But yeah, I really, really loved the dynamic between Phoebe and Billy. And it does suck with Phoebe's situation, because I did talk a few episodes ago about how there was that kind of run with Prue and Andy, of course, and there's the whole Piper situation with Dan, but more so with Leo, of course. And yeah, I mean, it would have been great for Billy to continue thriving in this world, because of the fact that he really put a light in Phoebe's love life, I guess. It has been a bit unfortunate compared to Piper and Prue, but it was really, really great to see that genuine happiness and that cuteness that dynamic does have. So yeah, it was really, really great stuff. And yeah, I also really, it was really, really great to see Piper and Leo thrive. Although I had a feeling, like, when she asked for the salt, could you ask that table? I had a feeling, nah, this is going to be Dan, isn't it? Just to throw that awkwardness there. So yeah, so it was. I mean, I do feel so bad for Dan. And like I said, I don't expect him to stick around for the foreseeable future, because Jenny, yeah, she already had to move back anyways, and it's just a painful endeavor, like with Leo and Piper, and obviously he's not going to ask he's not going to ask Piper and Leo to cut it out or anything like that, but it just hurt. Like, I think it's still recent for him, and not just that though, but as he said, there was that little hope inside him, that illusion, I guess you could say, because it's not a realistic ambition, but it's that little bit of a hope that Piper would fall back into his arms again. So yeah, so it's really sad. I feel so bad for Dan. But as Prue said in the beginning to Piper, because she was having guilt herself, she wasn't, too. It's not like she was rubbing this in his face or whatever. But I think in terms of the situation, I think it was the best of a bad situation in terms of, okay, how are we going to mitigate the pain as much as possible? I mean, it would just be very, very shitty if Piper, cheated on him outright and all of that. So that breakup, the other episode, it had to be done, really, as much as it sucked. Yeah, so... But the amount of times, like, we saw, Leo and Piper, and then Dan was there 2 seconds later, it was like, oof. So, yeah. And also, it was really great to see Robert Akin Downes appear in this as the villain. So, I obviously love him from the Metal Gear series, as he plays Kaz Miller. So, yes, there were some obscure references I threw out there, I guess, in terms of, like, what I associate his character as in the Metal Gear series. So, but, that was just me being a bit of a dork, so... No, but it was a really, really neat episode. One that really touches on the illusion aspects really well in terms of, I'd say, all the characters really, and not just that though, but how they centralized it around horror movies and the characters coming to life, as well as going on that meta level at times, where you have like even the music was very reminiscent to what you'd, I guess, hear in a typical horror movie, etc. No, it was really, really nice stuff this episode. I had a lot of fun with this, so awesome. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!